Good evening, good afternoon, I don't know.
John, starting off. Claude, what are your emotions after that another game, that goal? You came in for some more abuse today. How do you feel?
Just after the game, it was a disappointment, of course, because we played a game with a good spirit, a good attitude, with many other time many opportunities. I think it's a little the same picture than all the season, I think. But after, I think I want to stay with all the positive, and to finish eighth on the table. I'm proud of my player because they can make fantastic work all the season with a good attitude, a good spirit. It was the same today, with a good intention. They try, but all the time in this moment. The opponent goalkeeper is fantastic and sometimes unlucky. Perhaps sometimes we like some situation too easier. But I think it's a good thing. It's a good thing and positive to finish eighth on the table because on this championship, all the great teams finish at the first position, first place of the table, and to finish eighth for me, I think it's a good mining. Yeah, it's a good it's a mining because all the time it was a difficult competition with all these games since the beginning of the season with this injury, and to finish, I said, eighth on the table and also with the FA Cup final. I think it's a good thing. Of course, we come back. We will come back this next season with the same intention, but also I hope with progress and in the final 30 to find a good solution and to score more, of course, because it was not enough. For the team with all this good work and without the good reward, but they deserve with this 8th place and this final FA Cup. I think it's a good thing.
There was some boos at the final whistle, and there seemed to be some boos directed at you when you went off the pitch at the end. Was that quite hard to take?
Il y avait du mécontentement parmi les fans contre vous pendant les remplacements et à la fin du match. Comment sont vos sentiments après ça?
The fan wanted to win, wanted goals, wanted all the good things to finish the season. I know this, and it's normal. After, it's important for me to keep always the good journey, the good role, the good road, because the attitude and the spirit was interesting, and until the end of the season, and after another time without a good reward, and the fans sometimes not satisfied, but for us it's the same, but with au final to finish eighth on the table, I think it's interesting with all these difficulties all this season, with all these games, all this competition, and all this injury also. It's a good answer. It's a good answer al final, I think. But just with this game and without scoring the last game at home, of course, the fan unhappy is normal.
Do you think when you have a meeting with the club board, do you think that they will accept your arguments, and do you think you deserve to start next season as Southampton manager?
It's not a question for me. I make my job. I want my player give all their best any time, and I think it was the truth. It was because it was fantastic to see my players this season, and often without the good reward. They deserved many games with a win. And without the good reward, it's always difficult to come back to work and to keep doing it. And this attitude is fantastic and is good for the future. After the AFL Cup final, losing this final, it was very hard for the fun, but hard for the squad, for the staff, because I think we deserved it. It was a fantastic journey with fantastic games and clean sheet against all Premier League teams, and the final also we deserved other thing, and to come back in the Premier League and to finish eighth on the table. I think it's good. It's a good thing and it's a positive for me.
Phil, did you think you needed to get a result today before this meeting next week? Did you feel you needed to get a result?
Croyez-vous que vous aviez besoin d'un résultat aujourd'hui avant la réunion avec les dirigeants la semaine prochaine?
When I make a debrief, it's not a debrief about one game. It's a debrief about a season and what the good things, the difficult things, all this, and it's a balance on the season, and to see when we can improve all the time, and this is the most important. And I said, I'm proud of my player, my squad, to keep always a good attitude, good spirit with all this competition. And it was the first time, for example, they played every 3 days, sometimes every 2 days, for example, in the Boxing Day. And it's difficult to learn this. If you ask the same thing, for example, with Manchester United and Jose Mourinho, to play on Thursday, New Parent games, and to play again on Sunday, is very difficult because it's 2 day and a half just our recovery. But it was a good challenge for all the team, all the squad, my staff also, and now we want to come back to try and to find European games for the season after.
Okay, Lee thinks that.
You've played so many games this season, you've had a lot of injuries, some players have sort of been sold with captains. Has it been your most difficult season as manager?
But it's a difficult season for the staff, but it's a difficult season for the squad, because when we lost important player for the team, like one time it was Virgil, other time it was our scorer with our striker with Charlie, and every time we find a solution. And to see Maya Yoshida, Stevens, and this level, it's fantastic. To see also Nathan Edmond, James Ward-Prowse, new international play, it's a good thing also. Many good things, and all my player improve this and learn this season, and this is the most important. And au final, I repeat, it's on the table. And difficult championship with all the great teams in the first place is good, and we deserve other thing also, the EFL Cup final. I think it's a good and positive things for the future.
Thank you.